Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to Becoming a Beast podcast. I am your host, Jeff Logs. Welcome. Listen, this is going to be a little bit different. I'm not sure if you can hear the sounds around me. I am in my vehicle right now, and I'm going to call these podcasts a whole nother podcast, right? Car rants. It's going to be uncut, raw, just everything. I'm in the car right now. I'm heading to get a coffee, and then I'm going to go to the gym. So basically, I had a thought, right? So, like, I have a lot of epiphanies while I'm driving. And today's epiphany was you have this dream, right? This dream, this goal, and you have plans to attain it. Well, sometimes that thing is heavy, meaning heavy in responsibility, heavy in commitment, heavy in anything, just a heavy thing that you have to, quote unquote, grasp. And sometimes your grip is being strengthened as you go, and that's the process that happens. Your grip is being strengthened, right? So why? So you can not only grab this thing, but you can hold it, right? So my youngest son, 1.5, a little bit over 1.5, he doesn't have a strong grip. So why would I hand him the leash to my dog, who outweighs him, who's stronger than him, everything? You know, he's not going to be able to handle it. He's not going to be able to hold it. So sometimes we have these dreams and goals that we can't handle and hold yet, and we get frustrated with, you know, the lack of manifestation. And that's just one thing, you getting readied to receive, you know? And you have to respect that process. And a lot of people don't respect the process. They want to get to the end, right? So another thing about processes, right? And this is just conceptualizing things just to put them in perspective for you, right? So when you have this goal of going to a restaurant, right? What is the ultimate thing that happens is you leave the restaurant with food in your stomach, drink in your stomach, right? So imagine if you go to that restaurant and you walk in and you say, okay, cool, I want the T-bone steak and I want a martini and, you know, I want the bread you guys give for the appetizer and, you know, the appetizer, let's do the sampler, right? And they say, cool. They give you the bill. And they give you this feeding tube, and they hook the feeding tube up to you, and they put it right in your stomach, like minced up, blended up, boom, right in your stomach. It takes under 30 seconds. Boom, boom, have a great day, sir, ma'am. It defeats the whole process of getting to it, right? Because the end goal / like you already attaining this is not that sexy at all. It's like, okay, I got food in my stomach, you know, throw it up. It's going to look and smell like shit. But like the process, the taste of it. So you have to taste your process of attaining your goal and also respect that it's readying you. This is you being ready to grip and grab and strengthening your grip and grab so you can hold this thing because you want it so bad. And the universe and the Most High is like, okay, well, this person wants this. I don't want them to drop it. I don't want them to fumble it. I don't want them to harm it. I don't want them to, in turn, lose it. You know? So I'm hopping on here to say, in the car, my car rant, whole nother podcast, car rant, is to respect your process. Respect your process. Realize you're in your process. Realize you're always in your process. And what you do, because I used to have a saying and I changed it. And that's why I love being such a dynamic person. It's like, I don't get stuck in like, you know, I don't get stuck in any vibration, you know? I'm open to a lot of things. That's why I can enter a lot of things through a point of understanding. So I don't, you know, get my emotions involved. Like I don't get my emotions involved to the point where they're harming me. Like certain people, if they do certain things to you that are, you know, not desirable, you're like, you know what? I understand why you did that. It's not okay. I don't fuck with you no more. I can't talk to you anymore, but I understand it, you know, and that gives you a sense of closure. But I just wanted to hop on here and say that, man, and like respect your process, respect, you know, the strength that you're gaining to do that. If you want to, and I relate a lot of things back to lifting weights. When I was on this quest to bench 500 pounds, I read it in a magazine and, you know, you're reading about like, you know, I was like, well, who's the youngest person to do it? And, you know, what was the max bench press in life? And, you know, it was like 600 or 700 pounds. And I'm like, yo, I want to do 500. Like, I remember I was reading about it. They was like, oh, if you're in the 500 pound club, like you're like a lone warrior. And I'm like, man, I want people to talk about me like that, you know? So I started, and I would say when I started benching, I wasn't the strongest at all. Like the first time I really got up under a bench press, I would say it was middle school. We had a middle school weight room, and we all would get under, I don't even know how much weight it was. And I got up under there, and my dad was a bodybuilder, lifter, all his friends lift. And, it was a lot of like a high alpha male society that they just hung around, and it was a bunch of macho dudes. So I remember I got up under there and one dude did like 10. And I'm like, well, shoot, if his skinny ass did 10, I'm about to do like 15. And I only did like 6 or 8. And I was pissed. And I was like, man, next time I come in here, and then I used to go lift with my cousins and stuff. And they were stronger than me. And I'm like, and I would get so passionate about it. And one day I got up and I'm like, I'm going to be stronger than all you motherfuckers. Watch. One day I'm going to be stronger than all y'all. Watch, And I did just that. But I had to lock myself in the basement while everybody went out partying, hanging out, chasing girls, being in the streets, committing crimes, being like the rappers and the drug dealers. I was in my mom's basement training like a dog. That's what I was doing. I locked myself down there, got every magazine I could. Internet wasn't booming, and it was magazines. Everything was in magazines and books. I got myself a bodybuilding encyclopedia, Gold's Gym encyclopedia. I caught myself every time a new magazine came out, I grabbed it. Every time a workout DVD came out, I grabbed it. If there was a seminar, I was over there, And I saw progress because I was nurturing this thing as someone who knew that they were attaining it. So I used to have this saying, it was grateful but not satisfied. That's corny. And that's why that's the thought, because I'm gonna be all over the place today. That's the thought that I just had. I was like, I love being open to different mindsets and different things, that therefore I don't have to adapt, and I can understand a lot better, and I don't have to get my emotions involved as far as like them hurting me. That's what I meant by that. I had a saying, grateful but not satisfied, and it's like that's what I said as far as like waiting for something, but I'm changing that over to happy but eager. I am satisfied with what I have. I'm happy with what I have, but I'm eager for more. I'm eager for the next thing. I'm optimistically preparing. I'm not waiting for shit. I'm here. I'm on this roller coaster. I'm on this ride of attainment. Whatever I want, I'm here right now. So it's also the equivalent. Check this out. Somebody commented on YouTube, was like, you give too many examples. You make too many metaphors. Guess what? There's a button. It says OFF. You could just turn this whole shit off if there's too many metaphors for you. I'm not living for you. Okay? I'm just speaking out loud, man. Nobody has to like these. People benefit off of this. If you don't benefit off of it, turn it off. If there's too many metaphors for you, turn it off. It's not going to stop anything. You're not going to stop a train by screaming at it. Not this train. It's not fragile. Anyway, like I said, we're preparing. We're on this ride. It's just like going to a buffet, right? Going to a buffet. We all been to buffets. And there's sometimes a whole section, or sometimes, a couple of those, foil tins that you're like, I don't want none out of there. Or you might see somebody grab something with their hand, like, oh, I like the mac and cheese, but my man just reached in there. Or it just might be something you don't like. Oh, they got pickles in that. I don't want that. You know what I mean? So this is like your life. Why would you go into the buffet of your life putting shit on your plate you don't want? Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Now you're like, oh shit. You're looking at it from a shifted perspective. And also the perspective that you should be approaching everything with is a perspective of a person who already attained this. Right? What would that person do? Would they fret over things? Would they be upset over things? Would they put anything on their plate in the buffet of life that they don't want? No, hell no. Some people like strip clubs. It's not my thing. And it's okay that they like them. I don't look down on anybody for liking anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't form an opinion on some. It's not conducive to the unfoldment of my dreams. I don't know what it does for someone else. It's just not me. It's not for me. I worked there, not stripping, not stripping. I worked as security, and it just wasn't my thing. And I'm like, nah, bro, this is not conducive to my growth right here, But some people get a relief from it. I don't know, to each his own. And that's that open mindset again. So, like I said, from the buffet of life, only put things on your plate that you want. Only walk in the direction of things that you want. And if you don't know if you're in the right direction, walk on that path until something shows you that you don't want it. Resistance, strain. There's been a lot of times, and this is another thing, Power versus Force. Really, really powerful book right there. You don't want to force anything. Like Imagine force feeding yourself, eating as fast as humanly possible. You may choke and die, you know? How many people, rest their souls, have been, you know, deceased from, have died from, you know, food particles, you know? I'm not gonna say that's from eating slow or fast, but it's like there's a process to it. There's a process to everything, and like haste doesn't get you anywhere. Imagine